So you've all been using your scissors quite a lot. So now I just want to give you a couple of tips for minding your scissors. So when your scissors arrived, it was brand new, spanking new, and it was an Oasis brand. And all the scissors will have the Oasis tag just cut onto them. Now you can see my one, how dirty and grubby it is towards the brand new one. I'm using mine every day of the week, all day. People ask me how long the scissors last. Like, it's very hard, it depends on how often you use it. But I would say for yourselves working at home, possibly 12 months. That's if you don't lose it or you don't throw it out in a bag of rubbish or bunched up with your green meat, which has often happened to me. I probably go through a scissors possibly every 7 to 8 months. You know, that way that's how fast I go through a scissors. So what happens to them first of all is they're inclined to get really dirty and grubby. So that's from cutting your flowers and your green meat, you get like a sap build up on them. The best way to clean the blades is a pot scrubber. So literally like a pot scrubber you have in your kitchen sink, just get the blades and give them like a good rub. It doesn't have to be a Brillo pad, nothing real severe, just a light little scrub there, and that'll get rid of the build up of sap. But it's really important that you dry them thoroughly, because what happens is they are inclined to rust. Even my own one there, I can see like there's rust marks on it. So make sure it's dried thoroughly and never put them in the dishwasher. I made that mistake myself. I put them in the dishwasher and they just rust completely. So dry it thoroughly, and then I would say if you had a little bit of oil like WD-40, because again sometimes you find it gets a little bit stiff in there, and a little bit of oil, but also it'll protect it. If you haven't got oil, you could use leaf shine, or again any type of like coconut oil with cooking oil. Again, it's just to put a little bit of oil on the working mechanics of it. So ideally when you're finished with your scissors, clean off the blades, but dry it, like don't leave it wet. If you're after been cutting a lot of material and then you put it back in your toolbox, you will find it's inclined to go rusty looking. In saying that one, I'll hold mine quite close there. You can see it is rusty and it's very, very grubby. It could do with a good scrub, but it still cuts perfectly. What you will find is when you go on to bridal work, as in module 3, you'll be cutting a lot of wires. At this stage, module 1, module 2, you don't cut a lot of wires with it, but on module 3 you will be. So you'll find then it'll go blunt very fast. First of all, when you're cutting wires, open the scissors really wide and get the wires back in there, you know, as close to the inside of the blade as you can. But you will find cutting a lot of wires, especially on module 3, your scissors will go blunt. You can bring it into places that sharpen the likes of lawnmowers and scissors. Locally to myself, Super Value shopping centre, or the Ashleaf shopping centre, where they have a place that cuts keys. Normally I find if you have a place near you where they cut household keys, they normally have the blades to sharpen the scissors as well, and it's normally about €2 or €3. It's not that expensive. But you will find if you're using it quite a lot, after, like myself, 7 to 8 months, invest in a new scissors. But probably if you're self working at home, not using your scissors every day, you may get a year out of it. But it's very hard to tell you. So best of luck with your scissors.